go. Well, yay for us. It's 8 o'clock and we are on time. This is now the third episode in a row. So, yay! All right, so this time we actually did a really cool thing where we storyboarded ahead of time, and so we know what we're going to talk to. I did it. We storyboarded it ahead of time, so we actually know what we're going to talk to you about today. So...
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Welcome to REAL-ity. Reality.
We've got to learn how to say that much better.
No, it's reality, but it's spelled real-itty because we're funny. So
I think if you self-claim to be funny, are you actually funny?
I think so. I don't know about
fine.
you.
Louis, what do you think, Papa?
Right. Okay. So this message is brought to you by El Molino, which is $6
Weggy's wine.
But Wegmans has the truth whenever it comes to wine, because you can actually get pretty decent wines for fairly inexpensive. So
not today.
That is what we are drinking today. Alicia, we love watching you watch us. So thank you. She's amazing. Yeah, she said,
so
"Hey, we
weird.
love watching you both."
Oh, you're a gem. Thanks, Fuller.
So sweet. So, point 1, abundance box update. So, this is so awesome, guys. We have 10 of these things packed and ready to go already in the referral. 10?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
I know, and the referrals are still coming in. So, thank you so much for that. That is what you are seeing behind us. It's really kind of a production line behind that. So,
how do they get the abundance box again?
You send us a referral, but in the way where you actually have to make the connection. So that means you have to either send a text or a phone call or whatever that is, or just as long as we can get that face-to-face connection, because we love it that you give us your folks or you recommend us, but it's easier for this connection to happen whenever we've actually had a warm introduction. So so thank you and we love you. What? I need a closer look at that wine glass. I thought y'all would like this. Isn't she cute? I know, I've had this thing for probably, no lie, 10 years and I've never used it once, but she's so
seriously
cute. Yeah, no, I know. It's
hand painted.
It's a Lolita. So
Lolita.
Yeah, she's mad cute. Anywho, so, point number 2 on the storyboard today is for us to talk about the article that, we just published. Shout out to our writer.
What's up?
Yeah, Mallory. She's Mallory's helping us out. So thank you, Boo. We appreciate you so much.
She's such a boss.
She is such a boss. Boss mom. Awesome, awesome woman.
That was cute, boss mom.
She's a boss mom. Hashtag boss mom. Yeah. But anywho, so the article is about the 2020 trends, and so what we want to talk to you about is kind of what those trends are. So let's start
with what's going on in the world.
Number 1, which is the low inventory and high demand, and what that actually means for us in this market. Jen, tell your experience recently.
Well, Saturday open house. Phenom, sweet price point, $350 in Prince William County, which I know our DC friends are like, oh my god, that's like pennies. That's great for Prince Will.
Well, it's not just great for Prince William, it's great for the buyer. It's actually an affordable house.
In Northern Virginia, thank you. So, by a VRE station.
Yeah, and it's detached. Really cute little house.
So, 25 parties came through. Phenom. Hooked a couple people. One of the people I hooked, we wrote an offer that night. Legit showed up at their front door and was like, all right, it's offer time.
To do this.
We submitted our offer. They were all due by Sunday at 6. So, yesterday at 6. 5 offers were taken. Our offer was a super top contender.
Don't tell me. I actually don't know.
I didn't tell you. Yeah, we didn't get it.
No!
And this is why. Money was perfect. Everything about it was great. Fabulous loan officer on the buyer's side. Everything was money. But one of the other offers, the one that they took, they were willing to completely drop their home inspection.
That's crazy. That was the first one that came in.
Completely drop it.
Was it the first one that came in? That's bananas, man.
Yep.
It's you can have the most perfect offer and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. And for my buyers, and everybody's different about that, my buyers, we did home inspection option to void only, so we weren't going to negotiate any repairs, but they still would have had the flexibility, for those of you out there who don't understand, you still have the flexibility to get out of it if there are some serious red flags that come back in the home inspection report, right? But they're coming from a situation where they've experienced some plumbing issues that didn't come out when they purchased, so they just couldn't let go of it. Even if they wanted to, I
get that. Life experiences is what shapes your entire future going forward, right? That's for all of us. No matter if you have a home warranty on the property or not, it just doesn't matter because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're still at it. We're back out there.
God.
We're still going to find them something
sad for
great.
Them. They were really sweet.
Yeah.
So, boo.
We're fine.
Boo on that.
But it's wild. I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, I was just talking to a client and friend, hey Shab, talking to her earlier about this. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like as realtors, list agents specifically, we got to keep a hold on these crazy prices because we're going to push to a bubble before it needs to happen.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that appraisers, you can't pencil things anymore, so the appraisers are going to be what's kind of keeping us in check. Yeah. But at the same time, it depends on how the appraiser's feeling that day and how you justify it. So I know for us, right now we're going anywhere between 5 to 15,000 above list down here in Prince William County.
Yeah.
And we're doing okay with the appraisal so far, but I don't know. I just like fingers crossed for now. Yeah. But then again, we also don't want to be the people who causes that bubble.
Exactly. So, well, and then on the buy side, I mean, it's tricky because I do both. I do list and buy. So on the buy side, I'm not really letting my clients go that far over unless it's like. No, I'm not. I'm thinking, I'm like, no, none of us have gone like psycho over.
Yeah.
But on the list side.
That's what you want as a list agent. Absolutely. I mean, so we'll get to, this is the weird question that I mentioned in the title that we're going to get to later on, but on one of the, hey Mel, oh, and hey Ches, hey Queens, hey
Queen.
He's not a queen, he's a king.
No, I was just repeating what he said.
Whatever, hey king.
Hey Chessie. Also what Mary said hi earlier too. Hey Mary.
Anywho, so we have an offer out on a beautiful little townhouse in Kingstown right now, and we were the first offer in. I talked to the listing agent tonight. We are we're one of 4 at the moment. They're holding until tomorrow at 6 p.m. And our offer was...
When did you write?
On Thursday.
Yeah,
on Thursday night. And so we, my buyer and I, we talked through all of this stuff, but... there was a really weird question that came through today, and we'll get through that. But anyway, so we put in a pretty serious escalation clause on that, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm nervous for them. I'm nervous. This market is insane. I don't even know what's happening, and it's January.
I'm sorry, I thought it was July.
Oh no, honey. I thought it was April. Apparently not. No, we are definitely in January.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so going on to number 2, which is the trend of using tech to buy and sell. So
talk to me about that.
Right. So using tech to buy and sell, that means that who's starting online? You're starting your home search online. Everybody starts their home search online. Actually, statistics, Mallory and I were talking about this today. Somewhere between 44 and 50% actually find their own home online versus 95% of homes. Well, not start. 95% of searches continue online. So only 5% is the ones who actually never see the internet, which I didn't even know that was possible in today's day and age, but here we are.
You don't see the internet?
You don't see the internet.
Get out from under your rock!
How does that happen? Did I just spill wine? I think I just spilled wine.
No.
This is a terrible situation.
Louis, drink up.
Anywho, so the tech to buy and sell. I mean, you've also got the iBuyers out there. You've got Redfin. You've got all of this technology out there. So you really have to be on top of your game as a listing agent, because that's the first impressions. If you can't get past the initial photos, long gone are the days where you can just like sit it and forget it. So you just... take some iPhone photos and call it a day.
Still, how many iPhone photos do we see?
Oh, I don't even talk about it. We're not here to shade you if you are one of those.
We're not.
We're not, but we will definitely not on this camera. Right, so you pay for what you get.
Yeah. Quality.
For sure. So you have to really be able to get past that gate of making sure that your home is stunning right at first view.
Yeah. Hey, Irina.
Hey, YP.
KWYP. P.S. It was so hard for me not to put my hoodie on today. I mean, I kind of was wearing it.
Yeah, she was actually down in Fredericksburg today helping a client move because she's a very awesome person.
Well, because I want her to take advantage of the psycho market that we're talking about. Right. This is my greedy list side coming in. I want her to win. I want her to win.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm seriously going to be living in the KWYP hoodie because it is, I've never been so obsessed with a hoodie.
That's good. We're going to have to figure out who makes those and get some for the team.
Yeah.
Kind of awesome.
I already requested another color combination of it. I don't know if I'm going to get it.
Yeah, but other items like using tech to buy and sell is for your realtor. And you should be asking these questions, whoever your realtor is out there in realtor land, is
the welfare in realtor land.
Is, what are they doing to market your home? So ask, are you using Facebook? Are you using Instagram? Are you using any of the blogs that can go out there, the websites,
MBO, targeted ads, all that good stuff.
Absolutely, because there's a lot that they should be doing, so make sure that your realtor is doing that for you. Because I don't know. I mean, our statistic is that we can trace back about 40% of our sales back to our online presence whenever it comes to like the targeted ads and stuff that we're doing on Facebook and Instagram. You know, connected companies and everything. And fun fact, you can also get your homes on Waze now. So that's a little that's a little bit more complicated. You have to go through and get brokerage approval and a couple of other things, but it's actually possible. So it's pretty solid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, number 3.
Number 3.
All right, and this is primarily interesting for millennial buyers and sellers. So we're looking for oasis villages where you can have it all. And what that means in the DMV area is places like Mosaic District in Fairfax.
I was going to say, like a Shirlington, Mosaic, what else?
Loudon One, you know.
Oh, One Loudon?
Yeah, One Loudon, Reston Town Center,
Ashburn.
all of that. So it's not just in the city anymore, is we want to be able to have walkable things, to be able to get to restaurants, to be able to have the convenience store. I mean, even in our sleepy little town of Belmont Bay that we love so much.
Please don't call her tired.
I mean, she is tired.
She's so awake.
She is so awake.
She is
right now, if you go outside, there might be a person out there.
She might be in bed because she wakes up at 4:30 in the morning to get to the VRV station. But
anyway, even in our little town, we've got a market and we've got a boat club and we're about to have our East and Ivy office because your girl closes at the end of February. So we're real excited about that. But anyway, so it's people.
That's gonna be so exciting. Talk about buzz in the neighborhood.
It's true. We love our neighborhood very much. Belmont Bay is an incredible community to live and to play. So plug, in case you're looking, come on down to Belmont Bay Town.
Well, and talking about Oasis Villages, there's so much that's coming down here that, sure, it's not here right now, but it's a-coming.
Yeah, it's true. Well, hopefully.
And we're going to have all that. No, it's coming. Stop. Not with this hopeful stuff. You know, it's coming.
I'd rather err on the side of
universe.
I'd rather err on the side of caution. But what she's talking about is the cool stuff that's happening in Prince William County. Like, for instance, we have at the beginning of Route 1, right after you leave Lorton and you come into our area.
Cross the water.
Oh, there's a giant shopping center that just got purchased there, and they're going to be building a town center. And
Lisa!
Oh, hey, honey.
And Lael.
Yes. Oh, awesome. Hey, Lael. That's awesome. Anyway, sidebar.
Town center.
So, town center, yeah. So this is going back to the whole Oasis Village things, is having that walkable town center. So from us over here in our little village, in our community, that we're able to walk across the street and be able to get to something where the restaurants and everything else is going to be. So exciting stuff happening in Prince William County. Stop calling it Hoodbridge.
Ooh, those days are gone. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
I know, but so it's like people are like, they're looking at that from back in the 80s whenever it was heavily gang infiltrated and everything else. I mean, it's really beautiful down here, guys. Come on down. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, so the number 4 would be time is now. So the most interesting thing, I think that, because we've been feeling it, it's like the second that it hit 2020, it's just like the market exploded and went crazy.
Totes.
But what was it that we read? January is the new what?
April.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's bananas. And like for sellers to be reaching out, like I sat down with somebody Saturday morning. And she's asking, like, what do we do? When do I list? And I'm like, yesterday?
Now, absolutely.
Literally yesterday. Yeah, would have been great.
Right. I went on a listing appointment last week and I did the same thing. She's like, is April still a good time? I was like, it's funny that you should ask that. Read this. Or listen to this, because it was an article that I think ABC put out.
Yeah.
Or just a quick thing. Talking about last year, the statistic was that their website, Realtor.com, was the busiest in January of last year, and the trends are on track to keep the same this year.
Crazy.
So, and that's a United States, like everybody statistic, not just the DMV area. But it is kind of going crazy right now just because the inventory is so low.
That said, if you have been considering selling your home, yesterday was the day to call us. But what better time than the present?
You can still call us now. It will be fine.
Let us come in and sprinkle our magic in your home.
Yeah. So if you want to see more about that, feel free to read the blog post. I actually posted it, so if you look at my timeline and you go down, the blog post is there. So it's pretty solid.
Yes, Frankie Poos here.
Oh, hey, Frankie. We love you so much.
Miss your face, Poops.
All right, so the third thing that I want to talk about is something.
You keep repeating the numbers.
I
we're
do.
Actually, yeah.
No,
we're
not. We're on point 3. So inside, so we had point 1,
oh,
abundance
like
box,
1A,
point 2. Yes,
2A,
exactly.
2B. Okay, I'm with you now.
She is so hateful. How dare she correct me on live TV?
What? Valerie?
Any of those feathers on your... Wait, yes, boo.
Are those feathers?
They sure
what did Valerie
are.
say?
What?
There are 5 houses for sale
Still
in my
my
tiny
tiny
hood
hood.
right now,
Aw.
just on my drive in like 2 streets. Wow.
Yeah. She's down south.
Alabama?
Alabama.
Wow. Roll damn time.
Roll damn time.
Hey,
Hello,
Victoria.
So, the point number 3, as I was saying,
like a real 3,
right, the
sorry.
real 3, is a weird question that I got today. So, you know that the contract that I told you, or the offer that we submitted earlier this week, I got a call from the listing agent asking me if my folks had ever seen the house. And I was taken back by that question because, well, at this point in my career, I've sold well over 100 homes, and I've never, ever asked or been asked this question. So it kind of got to be a conversation between Jen and I. I asked her, I was like, tell me your thoughts on this, and then I'll tell you mine after we kind of talk through this.
Well, when she first pitched this to me, I mean, I'm saying I should just talk to you.
Yeah.
When you first pitched it, like, have you ever heard an agent, or what did you say? What would your reaction be?
Yeah,
or what would your response
what would be your response if somebody, all they said was, has your clients seen the inside of this home yet?
Well, first question would be why.
Why are you asking that?
And then I would, we'd see where that goes. But I don't know. I don't do all hypotheticals, so I can't even put myself in that situation. But what I want to do is be devil's advocate in it, because I can imagine you were just like, well, why? That doesn't matter.
It's irrelevant. Like, it's non...
Bounce back in your seat. Let me know if you want to entertain this offer or not, right?
Right.
But from his perspective, and also in my experience of working with certain buyers in a certain age group of buyers, they're not afraid to write without seeing something, and then when they go see it, they're okay to walk away from it.
Yeah.
So it's tricky. Like, it can put the list agent in a position of, okay, do I go with this risk of them not being pleased when they arrive and potentially lose out on what could have been the right offer? Or do we just go with it and see what happens and hope for the best and,
Yeah. So, after Jen explained it to me that way, I could see where she was coming from. So let me tell you where I was coming from.
However,
So let me tell you where I was coming from. Me being prior service, go Air Force, I was beside myself. I was borderline offended and trying to figure out whether I could put in an ethical complaint against this guy, because I was like, this is irrelevant information to this contract, because 1, my folks are in the service. 2, they do not have the luxury of being able to be here and purchase this home. So how dare you ask me if my clients have seen it, because it's irrelevant in this case, because they're not going to see it before they settle. They're not. It's not something that is within their means at this moment.
Yeah.
So they know what they've done. This is not the first time that they have bought a house sight unseen, and it's not going to be the last time that they bought a house sight unseen.
Did you tell them that?
I absolutely did.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah. Anyways, I was really put off by it, and I was really frustrated. But after talking with Jen, I was a little bit less beside myself, and I can see that.
Yeah.
However,
but that's not to take away from what your experience of it is. Like, I get that side too.
Right. I was like, these guys know what they know what they're doing, and that's the reason why we're doing a home inspection. I mean, if the house is about to blow up, then we got another problem. But if it's not, then I don't see how that's a material knowledge of that is needed at this time.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom line is we put in a solid offer, and it was perfect.
Because I can see that. I mean, if your argument is these aren't first-time home buyers, they've been through this process before, they've purchased sight unseen before,
not a big deal.
Then that's not that, Yeah. But I get
what am I saying? And that's why it's so important to have an awesome agent check things out for you. Yes, Valerie. And one of the things that we're able to do to combat this is go into these homes and take a video tour, and just to make sure, we see homes every single day. If there's red flags, we're going to know we're going to see it.
Yeah.
So,
and it's super important in the buyer consult process, whether it's over the phone or live and in person, asking those questions of absolute deal breakers. What has your experience been in your current home and your past purchases? How do you live in the home? So that way we're able to go in not with our feelings and our, ooh, I couldn't do this, or ooh, I love that. No, we're looking at it through our client's eyes as best as we possibly can. But,
it was just different. It was,
Yeah.
and so you can kind of see it on both sides. Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. I'll let you guys know next week
Oh,
what happened.
Tomorrow's
the day.
I hate this game. I hate this game. This is the one thing I hate about buyer's agency. Like, I hate the wait, and I can only imagine what our clients feel.
Going through.
I can only imagin.
For sure.
Ugh.
I know, it's the worst.
Torture. It's like waiting for Christmas, but like, it doesn't come.
It never comes.
Christmas.
It's so sad. What time is it? TikTok. It's 8 o'clock.
TikTok.
I love it.
No, I was looking at the time. It's 8:20. But you just said
8:20.
TikTok.
How come 8:20?
Because we started at 8 o'clock.
Oh, speaking of TikTok. That's right.
Why is she confused on how time continues?
Because I don't know what time it is.
We started at 8. It can't still be 8.
No, I know that. I was thinking for some reason it was 7, but that's besides the point.
Oh,
yeah.
I got
Anyway,
you.
so if you guys are not watching Jen on TikTok, you're crazy because
That's so embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It's wonderful. So we were recently in a social media class, and the instructor was just like, "I don't understand TikTok." I was like, "I do."
Jamie!
Hi, Biz. Anyway, so much fun, and so it is. Right.
TikTok is so fun.
It is so fun.
All
and
of my
it's a
information's
great.
being stolen.
It's because China owns it, and that's a whole other situation. But anyway, I have never loved a social media platform so much in my life. It is
oh my god, you are such a junkie.
I
It
am a
stresses
junkie,
me out.
and the reason why I'm a junkie is because of how much joy it brings to the world. So we were at a competition, so her nephew, which I feel like I'm proud auntie, he was at his first dance competition this weekend.
4 years old, first dance convention.
Convention.
For you dance moms out there, you know how hard conventions are. He only danced for like 2 hours each day. But it was his first, and he won a scholarship. He was so cute.
Anyway, he is really precious. So as we get there, Jen gets bum rushed by these teenage girls going, Miss Jen, can you TikTok with us? Can you do this dance with us? And she's like, not right now.
Oh, mind you, we just drove 2 hours, and I was like...
True. Yeah. Anyway,
are you serious?
Anyway, with how much joy it brings people, and it's bringing people together, right? It's like, you know, you watch these TikToks and like people are dancing in the aisles, and all of a sudden like somebody who knows the dance is like running up behind you and doing it too. So
cute.
I am so entertained by this, and I love it so much. It is bringing so much happiness.
It's really fun.
Yeah,
it is fun.
Will's watching from Food Leon's.
From Food Leon's.
That's Food Lion for you regular
Angie
folk.
was in here somewhere too. How do we look at Angie? Angie, what'd you say? Are we able to scroll?
I think so.
Oh, we can scroll. Angie,
She still thinks it's 2019. I do. Me.
You?
Yeah, every time I'm trying to
Did
date
you write
someone.
another check and write 2019?
I might have.
Judging.
I'm so bad. Anyway, so
Oh, that's funny.
TikTok is coming. We were supposed to do it over the weekend, but you know, that psycho open house she was talking about earlier kind of took precedence. And that's fine.
That was a 7 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. full work day.
Yeah, it was
like,
nuts.
And this girl was talking about.
Can we just do it?
Can we, Mommy? Can we do a TikTok?
Can we please do a TikTok? Can we please do a TikTok?
No. I have to be up early to teach tomorrow. No.
Anyway, but it is going to come. It's going to happen this week. Come hell or high water.
We're going to do a
We're
cute
TikToking. Millie rocking in a whole 9 yards. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Can you all even imagine Nicole Millie rocking?
It's going to be great.
I
I'm
can't.
so excited for it. Just wait. Anyway, so to wrap everything up, we love you guys. Thank you for joining us. I mean, every week has just been really we're tickled with the interaction, and we're tickled that tickle pink, or tickled orange because this selfie light is life, and it's giving me this beautiful glow. But anyways, we love you guys, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. And if you have anybody who you know that wants to buy or sell real estate, we got presents for you, and also we'll do a banging ass job. So love you.